It's Father's Day. I never had a great relationship with my father, and as you might imagine, it's affected me quite a lot. I want to preface by saying my father is still alive, he's still married to my mother, and he has many positive traits, many of which I inherited or I learned from him. So I am very grateful for all of those things, and I want to make sure that I lay that out first and foremost in this video. But we never had a great relationship. And that's affected me deeply in several ways. The first is that I have this profound appreciation for how important good fatherhood is, and how much when I see it, I envy it, to be honest, and I celebrate it. Not having a great relationship with my father has meant that I have sought mentorship from many, many people, and I'm really blessed, really lucky to have been in circumstances where I could meet mentors and meet people who are willing to give me their time and their wisdom and their insight and their experience and all these things. And that has meant the world to me. And at the same time, not having a great relationship with my father has meant that I don't have like this clear-cut set of values from childhood that almost like a native language, you know, like a clear male role model that I'm trying to emulate, copy and paste. I see other people have that, and I don't always agree with it, let's say, but I do envy the clarity that it seems to bring people. As you might imagine, in my life, I moved through many different circumstances. I know people from all walks of life, not just class, geography, race, age, orientation, political, whatever you call it, all of the things. I feel like I know many people, and I'm always in a new circumstance. Now, one of the challenges of not having like a super clear set of values that I was like cultivated in relationship with my father means that in any given moment, it's always shifting, and I'm always trying to like figure out who is the man that I want to be, and how would that man respond or act or behave or speak or not in this moment. Now, my many mentors, they have a lot of overlapping values, and so I can kind of triangulate around what feels good to me and what I'm trying to emulate, but it's not like one thing, and it's not just easy for me to be like, oh, that thing. And I regularly feel this pain of making a decision, taking an action, saying something, or again, not, right? And then after the fact, regretting it and being like, ugh, you get that like pain, spiritual pain. Like that was not the wrong direction. That's not the man I want to be. And now I got to backtrack and go the other way, and maybe I'll have to tell someone and be embarrassed. Own up to it and be like, yeah, I should be a grown man. I see myself as a grown man. I have no one to blame, not my father, not anybody, except myself. It's my responsibility, my life, my choices. And so it's like, I always wish I had more clarity. I say all this because I am committed to being authentic in my storytelling. I do tell a lot of positive stories because I'm pretty stoked to be alive. I have an incredibly blessed life, and I am wanting to share that with others. But in my commitment to being authentic, I also, on days like today, I want to make sure that I share something that's vulnerable, something that hurts. Like, I don't want to sit here and say this. You imagine, like, you say something like this and you don't know if 500 people or 10,000 people are going to hear you say this. It sucks. But I'm leaning into what my desire is to be an authentic storyteller, to say, I recognize how important good fatherhood is. I realize that as much as I wish my own relationship was better, how so many people have had it so much worse. And all the challenges that I feel, like viscerally feel, even though I don't want to acknowledge it, it's true, I feel these things. That I imagine that it must be in many ways, so much more painful, so much more challenging for those of you out there who have had no fathers at all, or great fathers who died young, or fathers who were horribly abusive, or whatever. And so for all of you, I want you to know that in my small sliver of a way that I feel that I do have a charmed life, but it's not perfect, and that I do really, really viscerally feel that. And I give you my love. And for those of you out there with great fathers, okay, listen up. I'm so jealous. I'm genuinely joyful. I feel love for you as well, and I celebrate that. The only thing more important than a great relationship with your father is a great relationship with your mother. It's the only thing that's more important, in my opinion. And for those of you out there who are fathers, who are endeavoring to always be better for your children, like, you're the best. And happy Father's Day. Okay. Step by step.